Good day, gamers. 14 here, and welcome to episode 13 of Minecraft, the Betweenlands. Hello, everyone. I'm doing well, and I hope you're doing well as well. Currently sitting in a hole here in the floor here in Starter Base as I'm working on moving stuff over to Center Base over there. It's going pretty well. I realized I made a slight mistake when working on a part of the interior of Center Base. The chests here in version 1.12.2 of Minecraft, as well as in the mod, the Betweenlands here, I forgot, don't stack up directly next to each other. That's obviously something that was added later on in Minecraft. I want to say 1.16 or something. One of the later updates. They basically made it to where instead of having to alternate between trap chests and regular chests and trap chests and regular chests to be right next to each other, you could just stack a whole bunch of regular chests right next to each other. Hi there, White. You could stack a bunch of regular chests right next to each other and they'd be perfectly fine with that. I forgot that that's not in this version of Minecraft, it's not a native thing of the Betweenlands mod. So I have to decide how I want to have the storage area kind of set up for Center Base over there. There might be a mod that I can get that will essentially allow me to do that. I haven't checked yet. And I'm also I want to be very careful in adding mods after I've already started a playthrough, or changing mods after I've already started a playthrough. I don't want it to break the save. I don't want it to like suddenly start, generating a spire of dirt in the middle of the Betweenlands here that wasn't there originally. So I'm wanting to be very careful with adding stuff, after the fact. So I'm going to take a look around, decide how I want to set up the storage area in Center Base. It's always one of the things that for me takes a while to decide on is once I have like a starter base in a mod or a mod pack going, moving everything into what's going to be like the new permanent or at least more long-term storage. It always takes a little bit because I get so used to where stuff is in a smaller space that trying to decide where everything is going to go in a much larger space takes a bit of like, do I want this right here? Do I want to separate these categories of things? How do I want to work this? So yeah, still being worked on, obviously. But today, I just kind of wanted to go out and about for a bit. I've been spending a lot of time just digging straight downwards, working on the kind of central ladder well that I'm using to get up and down between the different levels of the cave level, the kind of swamp level, the pit stone level. Hi there, little firefly. Shoot. I've been spending a bunch of time just digging that out. Like I said, trying to move some stuff into Center Base. I'm like, okay, I just want to go out and about and collect some plants, do a little bit of exploring, and see some areas that I haven't really gone to a bunch. We are getting closer to be able to start doing aspect testing. I've gotten just a little bit of stuff that just kind of happened to be while I'm out. Like if I'm collecting some fallen leaves and I like bop a marsh marigold flower, I just kind of keep it along with some bone set and blue-eyed grass and stuff. But I want to go out and actually collect some samples of these different plants, mostly because there's a good chance for at least a while I'm going to be having to grow said plants to be the source of the aspects themselves. Once I get to the point where I'm growing my own aspectress fruit, I won't need to worry about that, but I'm not going to be getting there soon, and I want to be able to do a lot of potential testing. So I figured, okay, I've got 2 of my 3 pouches here empty. I've got 1 pouch is full of worms. I'm bringing the trimming table with me along with my fishing rods so I can do some fishing along the way if I happen to find some big fish. And I'm just going to go in this direction, roughly kind of east-northeast, and collect whatever plants I find along the way. I do have my lurker skin armor with me. In fact, I'm going to swap over to that just for a bit, just so I can swim a little faster. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of head out to areas that I haven't been to in a little while, just kind of wandering around, grabbing whatever, like, for example, these plants, these golden club flowers, are a bit more rare than some of the others. So I'm going to spend some time collecting those. Similarly, these marsh marigold flowers are a bit rarer than others. These tall cattails and the regular cattails, they're kind of all over the place, so I'm not going to worry too much about collecting them right now. Later on, I'll get a good sample of them to be able to work with once I start actually doing the aspect testing. But for now, I can kind of like not have to worry too much about, you know, collecting a ton of try that again. Collecting a ton of cattails, collecting a ton of swamp tall grass. There's plenty of that around that I don't need to be specifically going to harvest it. But for things like this milkweed, they are not as common as the tall grass. So I'll just collect some as I go. I've got plenty of shears. I honestly really need to go mining for some more Symarite. Pretty soon I'm basically out. So I do kind of have to be careful with my armor. And with the shears that I have. But I figure I'm going to just go exploring for a bit. If there's more pots that I can get, I'll go ahead and grab stuff from pots. As you saw, I already have a fair amount of the bone set. And yeah, just kind of collect some materials because I can. This mire coral is a little bit on the rarer side. I'll probably stop when I have roughly, a stack of a certain kind of plant. I don't need an absolute ton, especially once I'm able to start growing it myself. Which I'll probably end on today, making the composter. Be able to turn some of this material into compost that you then use to grow stuff. Speaking of stuff that I need, this algae is part of some of the materials that I will need. It's pretty common, as you can see, but good to collect some nonetheless. I do not have any Valinite yet to make the Valinite shears, or excuse me, not the Valinite shears, the Valinite, the sickle, to be able to actually grab, not the plant version of the thing, but like the item that you can grind up. Don't have any Valinite yet. Still working on that. Haven't dug that deeply yet to be able to get access to it. Plus, I want you all to be able to see that, like, the first... Ow! Hi, hello. Oh, hi. Ooh, you're a big boy. Okay. Let's back off a second. I thought that was just a, I thought it was a crab. Oh, of course, you're gonna be a butt. Come on. I would like to eat, please. There, okay. Start regenerating. Yeah, I thought a crab was hitting me. Nope, it's another white. That's fine. But yeah. So, don't have the Valinite yet. We'll be getting it, obviously, at some point. I don't need the swamp tall grass. Just getting some of this milkweed. There we go. And we'll just kind of see what we collect as we go out and about. We've got this bog bean flower. And there's nothing else there. But figure some exploration, some fishing, things like that would not go amiss. I did not mean to shift my food there. Nope. I hear a little dude playing some music over there. Ah, there he is. I'm going to leave him alone. I do not want to disturb him. Oh, let's go ahead and swap over. Anytime I need to do some swimming, I'm going to swap over to the lurker skin armor just because I can move a lot faster underwater. And it takes but a moment to swap between the two. Oh. Hi there. Do you mind, fish? I'm trying to do things. I wish you had dropped me some more teeth, but you did not. That's alright. Go. I'm actually very low on lurker skin, considering I haven't really slain any more lurkers ever since I got the last bits that I needed for all my pouches. I should probably do such things next time I see some. There we go. Just to be able to make another suit of lurker skin armor for when I'm heading out and about and doing things like this. Let's see. Go ahead and grab some more of this golden club flower. The bog bean. Go away, Ganat. Let's see what we've got. Hello, frog. Marsh marigold. Need to eat a little bit of sap here. There we go. I should probably bring out some balls of sap. That way I can restore my decay meter without having to eat just the sap jellos. Well, the sap jellos are pretty good. I see a little bit of... Oh, these are not just swamp grass. These are specifically shoots. I will go ahead and collect some of that. Very nice. All these giant roots here. We'll check to see if there's any plants here that are kind of specific to the giant roots, which I think there are. There are definitely some plants that can only be found in certain biomes. We're going to be hunting some of those down. Go ahead and shift all that into there. We can take that and put it into mob drops. Just like that. There we go. Move along. I'm not going to swap over... let's see. This short swim over here. Not going to worry about swapping armor for that. We got more bog bean. Marsh marigold. Let's go ahead and grab some of these hangers too. Go. I think you can actually, yeah, you can turn these into climbing ropes, which is kind of neat. Basically use it as a just a hanging ladder. Let's see, I saw some blub blubs. I think there might have been a fishy down there. Do not see the blub blubs anymore. Hello. Here's a swamp hag. Go. I'll take the bones. Thank you. Yeah, here we go. Here's some more plants. Specifically, we got some bladderwort flower and bladderwort stalks. So, since we're doing stuff underwater, grab that. And we can grab... I don't know why the bladderwort stalk takes so long to mine, even with the shears. And it says you can only use it in the composter, but I'm assuming once I have the correct tool, I'll be able to get something else from it. But if nothing else, we'll grab it just as a sample. Go down, and there we go. We also want some swamp kelp. Delicious kelp. Of course, before I started recording today's episode, I made sure to go. Come on, up we go. I made sure to heal up my magnet all the way. It was getting kind of low again from having to collect a bunch of blocks. But that's okay. I have an okay amount of sulfur saved up. All right. Up we go on this giant root. Let's see if we see anything. Speaking of root, we can use this tangled root here. Since we're not swimming at the moment, let's swap our armor around. Let's eat a couple balls of sap and continue on. I see some flowers over here that I want to collect some of. There we go. Use these roots as a bridge to the next section. I don't want to spend too much time collecting just one kind of let's see. Nope, can't make that. That's fine. I spend too much time collecting just one kind of plant, because as you can see, my shears are already getting a little on the damage side. Hello, giant floating island. We might go investigate that. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time like, oh, I now have all of the bog bean that I could ever need, and then now I don't have enough shears to go grab anything else. Let's see. Hello, lurker. We'll grab the volar pads. We got some of this copper iris. I'm not too worried about grabbing the between stone pebbles at the second. I've actually got a bow that I'm using. I don't need the swamp tall grass. Thank you. I went ahead and just grabbed a bow. That way I'll be able to use it when needed. And made some arrows with the teeth that I did have. Oh, I see a swamp hag heading this way. More of this copper iris. There we go. Hey, it's daytime. Nice. Makes it much better travel to be going around during the daytime. Or what the equivalent is of daytime here in the Betweenlands. Alright. Let's go ahead and swap out my shears and continue on. I might try making the volar kite sometime, just to see if I can use it to kind of float around some of these larger areas or float across the water. That would be kind of neat. Ton of this copper iris. Good. Anything that I don't use for the aspect testing, I can always just pop in the composter and make compost of. So I'm not too worried about like, oh no, I'm I'm collecting too much of, you know, this stuff. Like, yes, gotta, you know, be judicious with my shear use, but also nothing is really like going to waste. It's not like, oh, I can't replant that or anything. Some blue, wow, some blue flowers here. Ow, twisted my ankle. Snail flesh is doing good, but yes, let's get some of this blue flower here. Hi, Chirama. I know you're gonna come and say hello. Blue iris. Go ahead and get this. I remember one time, again, a while ago, playing SevTech, when I was going out and doing, getting plants for aspect testing, I didn't realize that certain aspects have, or certain items had like multiple aspects to them. So like, okay, I only need to grab like 2 of this kind of plant and I'll be done. And then finding out that that plant had a rare aspect to it, and now I needed to go get a bunch for it to be able to continue doing all the testing I needed. Okay, the swamp kelp you can just collect by hand. I did not realize that. That's all right. No for next time. But yeah, so it was like the it was kind of like a crimson, some red flower. I'll show it to you when I find it again. But yeah, it ended up being a much rarer flower to go out and get. So I got like 3 pieces of it and then had to go searching for hours to go find more to be able to continue the aspect testing. That was, for a given definition of fun, it was fun, but also frustrating to then have to like stop what I'm doing, go out for several hours, try to track down more of this plant. But in the end, I got what I needed from it, so it was all good. Grab some more of this blue iris. Don't need the tall grass. Let's see. Check my, oops. Ores and organics. Getting a fair amount. Moving along. Oh. Okay, that's just a bunch of swamp cattails. Got plenty of the blue flower. We got plenty of the weedwood bushes, so I don't really need to be collecting any of that. Copper iris. Already got a fair amount of that. Ow, 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 what? Oh, there's some thorns right here. Or some thistle. Okay, or nettle. Alright, it blended in. Like, what is hurting me? We're good. Moving along. Well, let's see it. What else we see? There's another one of those floating islands. We got the lurkers, which I will definitely attempt to take down from range. The main issue with trying to take down lurkers just in straight melee is the fact that they don't take any knockback. They don't take any knockback. So you can't like just keep booping them out of your range. They'll just keep coming directly towards you. And because my armor and weapons are good, but not the best, that can, you know, they will end up killing me before I can kill them just through straight damage. Got a bunch of these islands. kind of thinking, since we're out exploring right now, about checking to see what's at the top of them if I can do so carefully. I believe there's a couple achievements for doing such things as well, or advancements, excuse me. So, again, if I can do so carefully, might as well. Just kind of digging a staircase up from these with these giant roots, which I think you can use the giant roots for stuff. Yeah, you can have ground roots. Alrighty. Build up. Let's see. Going up this way. Kind of a natural staircase for the most part. A little modification here and there. Ah, here we go. Flat, round, and up in the sky. Let's take a look at that. There we go. Conquer the Raised Isles. So there's also, with that, there's Queen of the Hill, raid a Chiramaw Matriarch nest without claiming it, and claim a Chiramaw Matriarch nest. Well, I don't really have any interest in fighting whatever a Chiramaw Matriarch is. Oh. You see that way down there? Right there. Think that's another one of the little altar guys. I will have to go take a look once I'm done investigating this place. Again, trying to do so very carefully. If this is the nest of said Chiramaw Matriarch, I do not want to upset them. Rather not fight them. At least not until I'm absolutely ready to do so. Grab a bit of dirt here. Make ourselves a staircase up. Like so. I say as I fall off the platform. Let's see. Oop. Oh. Alright. Chiramaw is fighting something. I'm guessing that's the Chiramaw Matriarch over there. I would say that's probably a nest right there. Okay. Oh. Well, they just despawned. Just gonna kind of sneak around here, because again, I'm not sure. Okay. Making sure the sound was up to the correct volume. Looks like that Chiramaw was fighting something. I'm not exactly sure what. It's coming this way, though. It's below the island. I'm not sure if it's seen me or not. Yep, that's... I would say that's a Chiramaw Matriarch. It's landed. I'm gonna go this way. Worst comes to absolute worst, if the thing starts attacking me, I'm just gonna jump into the water. Won't be the most graceful of belly flops, but it'll save me potentially from fighting the thing. Okay. So yeah, it looks like in this tree over here... Oh, okay. It's a... Oh, it's one of the, It looks like one of the little guys riding the Cheermaw. We've seen those a few times. We haven't really interacted with them because I didn't want them to be, like, attacking me. And I didn't want to attack them. But, oh, interesting. It seems like... Yeah, those guys right there. It appears that they are attacking the matriarchs. Yeah, because every now and again, like, the matriarchs look like they're taking damage. Yeah, like that. Huh. Interesting. There's another candle down there. Maybe there's another one of those. Oh! I don't know if you saw that off in the distance. One of the little guys, I'm guessing the Chiramaw that it was riding died. And it was floating down on a little Volarkite. Yeah, so it looks like these little Greebly guys, every now and again they will spawn and go attack the Chiramaw matriarchs. Please don't be coming towards me. I really don't want you to see me. I really don't want to fight you. But yeah, it looks like every now and again they will go and attack the matriarchs, and if the Chiramaw that they're fighting is killed, they'll basically like float down on little Volarkites. Very interesting. I don't believe I'm at the point that I can successfully fight a Chiramaw matriarch, and I really don't want to try. Oh, you're gonna come find me, aren't you? I'm gonna run over here. Oh, I think it saw me. Oh, no, it's being attacked by that guy. Okay. Thank you for distracting. Appreciate your distraction. Run away! Run away! Alright, but I think we're good. I do want to try and make it onto this island here. Let's see. Can I make that jump? I should be able to make that jump. And I should be able to make it without dying. Ow! Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Little twisted ankle never hurt anyone. Gonna have some smoked crab stick and we're fine. Hello, swamp hag. They're easy enough to fight. Okay. Definitely need to get some more Simmerite. Or, yeah, Simmerite, because my chest piece is getting pretty banged up. I think I can heal that. Okay. Worst comes to absolute worst, I can go heal it in the animator. So that's not too big of an issue if I can't find any more Simmerite. But I do want to try and find more anyway. Okay. Well, we have explored this little island. I want to go get whatever is right there. So I'm going to jump off here and land in the water like so. And we're fine. Just like I meant to do. And yeah, let's go get whatever is on this little pedestal here. Bring the pedestal guy with us, and we'll be able to use him later on for our little rituals. We're trying to get access to enchanting and such. Grab these roots. Hello. Oh, little totem guy. Hi, little totem guy. Aww. Hi. They look like little bitty creepers made out of wood. This is a Rootman simulacrum. All right. Grab those. Grab this little Rootman simulacrum. Neat. And I'm guessing these are the... Alright, what did I get? Edge Shroom Gills and a Root Pod. Interesting. Let's see. Any more of those little guys? Hi. Why are you in combat with the Chiramaw? I don't know. Little greebling guys attacking the Chiramaw matriarchs. Alrighty. Moving on. Let's go ahead and empty our inventory a little bit. Got all that. And then we'll just put this stuff in here for right now. Go. Okay. Moving along. Let's go ahead and swap to our swimming armor. Hi, excuse me. Running on the water. There we go. Yeah, this is a lot faster than just simply like trying to jump, swim across. Just run right across. I mean, yes, I can use the boat, and the boat is technically faster than trying to run across. But also, the boats are a little bit more difficult to use here in the Betweenlands, just because it's an actual like oar-based paddle boat. Oh, there's a fish here. Hi, fish. Slender fantail prowler. Well, I mean, I guess we can do a little bit of fishing while we're here. There's at least one fish here, if not maybe a couple. Oh, yeah, there's a couple fish. Okay. I do believe some fishing is in order then. Let's grab 3 worms. Grab our fishing pole. And I need to pause for a second. I'll be right back. Alrighty, there we go. Sorry about that. Had to step away for a quick moment. Let's do some fishing here. See what we can catch. Huzzah! Come on, fish. Come on. There we go. Alright. Boop, 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 boop. Get the fish. Get the fish. Got it. Alright. Got the fish. Ooh, stubby longtail grazer. Interesting. It's got a red coloration to it. That's kind of cool. So we're sitting here in the water. Let's go ahead and eat some sap jellos just to get that decay back. Let's see. There was another fish, if I can see the bubbles. Ah, there it is. Kind of far away. Do I have a better spot that I can stand to try and catch it? Oh, possibly. It's blooping about right there. Let's see. Yeah, I can stand right here. All right. Worm and fish. One fish. There we go. Right. Catch us another fish. Come on. Crab is coming. Quickly now. Got it. All right. Cool. A little bit of fishing while we're out and about. Very nice. Let's go ahead and hop up here so I can chop the fish up. That way it doesn't get stinky. Down our trimming table. And let's see what we get. Fish gills, anadilla meat, and fins. And then we got bones, meat, and swim bladder. Okay. Not too bad. Let's go ahead and put all that into the mod drops. Now, I know I mentioned previously about potentially doing some fishing off camera. Ended up not, just because of other stuff that I was working on. But that's okay. Alright. Continuing on, we got our trimming table back. Let's move along here. Hello! Under the tree. How are we looking on the map here? Okay, kind of heading towards one of the areas that I've kind of been to in the past. I really would like to try and find, it's one area that I haven't seen yet, playing through this mod right now, in this current version of it, is the very open water areas that I've experienced a good few times back when playing this in Sebtech. They were just like very vast amounts of water that you'd have to swim across, with a ton of anglerfish and a ton of the lurkers. And obviously, while it's not true in this version of the Betweenlands, because they were fighting so often, and I've mentioned this before, because they were fighting so often, you could end up finding a large amount of their drops just littering the area, because they would be constantly fighting and killing each other, and then their drops would just float to the surface. Let's go ahead, since there's another fish here. Grab a couple little worms. Add that there. Alrighty, fish. Let me eat real quick first. Let's eat these and one of these. Get those meters back up. All right, and fish. Come on. You want the fish? You want the worm? Come on. You wanted the worm. Reel it back in. Yeah, it's still got the worm on it, so that's good. Fish. Come on. You wanted the fish. You want the worm. There we go. Got it. I want the fish. You want the worm. Let's agree. There we go. Got it. Bloop. Okay. Got another fish. Got another fish. See a glow over here. Oh, got some more of the coral. Nice. Okay. So Swap for that, for that. Put the trimming table down. Give the old chop chop. Let's just take the meat and the remains for right now. Boop. And let's go ahead and grab the coral. At some point, not right now, but at some point, I do want to go ahead and make the map, the Anadia map that you can, or not Anadia, the Amada map, and be able to just kind of map out the areas that are around using the in-mod mapping program. Well, not program, but the in-game map, I should say. In-mod map. Haven't done so yet, because exploring around with it, I want to do on camera. But for right now, I'm just still kind of using Journey Map to kind of show where I've been. But I do want to make one of those maps eventually, just so I have like a record of the different biomes I've been to, where different, like different dungeon or boss locations are. You'll be able to see those on the map. Hello, lurker. Bunch more Volar kite or Volar pads. Yep, I saw you over there. Oh, got two of them. Okay. Let me go over here and we'll start fighting. That way I don't get surrounded. Got that one. Ow. Ow. There we go. Let me grab my mob drops pouch. Put those in there. And ores and organics. Put that in there. Continuing on. Hi. Yep, no, just another lurker. Don't really gotta worry about them, considering I'm not stinky. Let's go ahead and put on our swimming armor to get across here faster. We will grab the middle gem ore, thank you. Moving across, moving across. The little island. Eat a crab stick. Go. Just to make sure we're at full health in case something untoward happens. Have to hop up on this island real quick. There we go. I think there's another lurker down below. Swap my armor. Have a couple balls of sap here just to restore the decay. And I will be right back again. I do apologize. I have to step away again, but I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Again, apologies about that. Do step away for a moment. Let's go ahead and take care of this swamp hag. There we go. And I do believe that I see some more middle gem ore down here. So let's go ahead and grab that. There we go. Happy to grab some more. There's some lights going on over here. Let's go ahead and swap armor. Get over there a wee bit faster. What do we got? A bunch more mire coral. Happily grab that. That. And that. We got another fishy there. It's very dark right now. Got a bit of more middle gem ore here. Thank you. Got it. Let's get to a spot that we can stand on. Go ahead and empty our inventory real quick. Ores and organics. That's a nice amount of middle gems so far. And then put away the mob drops. Alright. Can I see the fishy? Can't really see the fishy at the moment. But there is more middle gem ore here, so I'll definitely take that. That is a lurker probably... Oh, well, here's a fish right here. I would say that lurker was probably going after the fish that I was going to go after, but... That's alright, it's just kind of swimming around. I don't want to have another instance of I go and catch a fish and then the lurker just, you know, eats the fish right after I finish catching it. That would be bad. Get some more of this mire coral. Up. Back down. There we go. Alright, still just a bunch of these giant root areas. Which, you know, are neat. They're fun to explore around. But I'm kind of looking for, like, super wide open water area, if that still exists in this version of the game. Let's see what else we see. We got a bunch of blue flowers, got plenty of that. We got a bunch of the copper iris, got plenty of that. Got plenty of the volar pads already. We're getting to some more spotty looking islands here. Let's jump down and see what we see real quick. Probably going to end sometime soon. It's getting roughly close to an hour. Give or take the unfortunate interruptions, which I do, again, apologize for. We'll go ahead and grab some plants while we're out here, and then probably just head right on back. We'll get some weeping blue. That's definitely something that I'm going to be growing plenty of. Later on is the weeping blue petals. Because I can make some food out of that. And I can also make a broth out of that. I can make a drink. A marshmallow, got plenty of that around. Oh well, it's it's rainy time, and you know what happens when it's rainy time? The worms come out. So of course these worms are going to be coming out. That's fine. I still got a good tonnage of the small worms. I'm not really worried about going to fight those ones right now. Oop. Put that out. There we go. Grab the sundew. Let's see. I think I see, well, first off, I see a chermall right there. I see a giant weedwood tree. And yeah, there's definitely some ruins right there. You are not kidding. That is epic. Get out of the mud, please, and thank you. There we go. Yeah, that is a fair amount of ruins right here. Let's go ahead. You know what? Since we're here, let's go ahead and explore it real quick, and then we'll head on back home. Let's put away the fishing rods. I'm not going to do any fishing right now. Put away the nets. We'll put away the trimming table for the moment. Just kind of keeping an eye around to make sure that I don't get attacked again. We'll put away the sludge worms. Put my armor, my lurker skin armor away for the second. Okay, let's see what we find. Why not? Yep, this is most definitely a ruins, can confirm. It's much larger ruins than what we've seen previously. Oh. And I got the advancement. That's some big wood. Because that, the giant weedwood tree right there. We got some pots around. Let's go ahead and grab said pots. Ladder on up. Let's see. Is this... Okay, so this is a giant weedwood tree, and this is like a smaller but still giant weedwood tree. So we have like two giant weedwood trees right here, one bigger than the other. Nice. Okay then. Grab all the drops from that. Thank you. That's a very nice thing about having the having the magnet, is instead of having to go chase all the stuff from the pots every time, you can just... Oh, nope, it's in my inventory now. So that is... Ow. Very helpful. Let's see, there's a couple termites there. Let's go ahead. There you are. Ow. Come on. Kill the termite. Got it. Let's go grab our ladders back. Yeah, I was kind of expecting... Oh, we have a climbing rope right here. Neat. I was kind of expecting there to be like some chests or something inside that portion, but I didn't see any. Oh, daytime. It's raining, but it's now technically daytime, so that's helpful. Yay! Okay. Got a bunch of pots right here. Got a Chiramal rider. And up. There we go. Grab this pot. Out, of course. Yes, 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 I know, you're very scary. You're very hard to kill, I know. So difficult to hide, so much difficult to fight, it's all good. Okay. Oh, we got some Spectra seeds, very nice. Go ahead and have a crab stick just to boost up my regen. Up we go. More pots. More chances at good goodies. Of course, more chances to just be attacked by the termites, but we won't discuss that. Ah, aspect seeds. Very good. I can hop to here. Nothing really up top there. That's all right. And got it. There we go. A little bit of Ceremerite. Very nice. A little bit of Octine. A White's Heart is greatly appreciated. Oh, it is storming like crazy right now here in game. Do I have... Yes, I got my rubber boots. There we go. Swap over to the rubber boots so I don't sink in the mud. Okay. Yep, we are technically in the wilderness, but also right under the giant weedwood trees. Hi there. Go. Bloop. Thank you. I really don't want to disturb the pyrads that tend to inhabit these giant weedwood trees. Oh, speaking of pyrad, run away! Oh, nope, it's following me. It's following me. That's fine. I don't want to do anything with your tree, I promise. You can leave me alone. It's perfectly fine. I'm not interested in your tree, thank you. You can chase me away from your tree all you want. Perfectly fine. Not interested. No thank you. Hi, Chirama. Are you still following me? No. Okay, you're going back to your tree. Okay. That's like, man, that thing is following me like crazy. But yeah, I do believe I would like to head home and call this episode good. Again, apologies, very much apologies for needing to step away a couple times. I had to take care of a couple things real quick. I know you all won't see, you know, much of any difference, but just a very quick pause in and out during the edit, but I do still apologize for doing so. Big worm. Starter base is a fair distance away. We got all of our ladders back. Let's go ahead and put our armor back on. I'm just going to go ahead and deloot into here real quick. I will sort all that out when I get back home. Speaking of getting home, let's go ahead and get home a little quicker with our lurker armor. Go. Run across the water as we do. Hello, fish. Tiny fish. A tiny little fish. Running across the lake fast as we can. Dodging the lurkers as they go after the fish. Moving along. Of course, this is gonna, you know, do hell to our, to our decay meter, but that's okay. We got plenty of, sap balls to eat once we get back home. But yeah, again, it's the kind of thing I use the boat more often, but because you have to, like, keep getting in and out of the boat. Oh, there's so many fish here. I'll have to come back over here, see if there's more fish here. Do some fishing. But yeah, you have to, you know, keep jumping in and out of the boat, and, you know, using the boat is a bit more difficult here in the Betweenlands compared to a standard boat. Like, I'll just, if I gotta cross a lot of water like this, I'll just go ahead and put on my my lurker hide armor just to kind of run across the bottom of the water. Like so. If I need to go up, I'll just kind of jump a little bit in the water, which is still faster. The only time you go kind of slow is when you're on the surface like this, but that's okay. I will stop to grab this crimson middle gem. Here we go. Continue on. Kind of run underneath all of these big roots. Thought I saw another gem over there. Run away. Run away from the chompy fish. Chompy fish. Main thing is I just don't want them to break my armor. Say this lurker hide armor I've got is pretty beat up as is. I don't want it to be getting to the point where it actually breaks, because that would be very bad. Yeah, it's getting very low, so off to home we go. Getting pretty close. But yeah, like I said, I just kind of wanted to go out and about for a little while, get some plants. That way, once it's time to do... Hi, fish. Once it's time to start doing some aspect testing, I'll already have a few samples of some of the fish. And then, or not some of the fish. I have some of the, some samples of some of the plants already. And then I can actually start growing some of them once once I start getting my farming area going. But we made it home, mostly safe and sound, with a lot of plants to sort through, more things to move into center base, and obviously some more decorative stuff to do around center base. But until next time, thank you all so very much for watching. Again, apologies for the, pauses in the middle of the episode. I hope you have a good day and good game.